I'll have a chicken royale, please.
Royale, chicken royale.
Seven Up. Taste that lifts you up.
Wherever you've been, we've been. Wherever you go, we go. Every step, every wall, every climb, we always have your back.
Watch it on DAZN, bet on DAZN Bet. Link accounts to unlock a £30 free bet. Get more offers and money towards your DAZN subscription. Join DAZN Bet and link your DAZN account.
If it's casino time, it's entertainment time, excitement time, fun time, decision time, hold your breath time. Whatever your game, get playing, get fast payouts, get the casino experts. Get it streamed live from our casinos. Get to Grosvenor. Visit grosvenorcasinos.com, deposit £20 and play with 50. Grosvenor, it's entertainment time.
NFL Game Pass is now exclusively on DAZN. Let's get this thing going. Watch every game, plus the playoffs and Super Bowl. It's your all-access pass to catch every game. Sign up at DAZN.com/NFL.
We're not going to get to where we need to get to until we, as a team, start defending together. We have to protect this house! Protect this house! Protect this house! Protect this house! Protect this! Protect this house! Protect this house! This here is our house! Protect this house! Protect this house!
Who you got to work with when your eyes are closed in the forest? Who you got in your pocket? Super! And on a cold and wet Tuesday night, who you got?
William Hill, it's who you play with.
X-Series on DAZN, sponsored by William Hill.
Here we are with a very disappointed a KSI that called it a robbery as well. Before I go to Chris, very quickly, who did you score it to?
I'm not going to lie, I thought he won the fight. I thought he landed the cleaner shots. Yeah, I thought KSI landed the cleaner shots, was moving better, was boxing better, and the point deduction as well. I think that was a huge part of it. You know, but you know, boxing is, you know, it's a strange thing.
No, I understand what. The Fury name, obviously he's a pro boxer. If I won, it's a mockery for the sport. It's how they see it. I've won it, bro. I won it. I got robbed. It's outrageous, bro. Minus point as well. Bro, I was landing the cleaner shots. He couldn't get any jabs off. He couldn't get any jabs off. Bro, I was out of range every single time. He tried to jab me. I slipped, gave him an uppercut, gave him an overhand, bang on the money. How is...
Do you wish, obviously, look...
I got double jabs on. I don't, he didn't... Fury landed 12 punches the whole fight, and he won it.
The punch stats, as your coach is screaming at the punch stats, do indicate that you landed more, you threw more as well.
I threw more and landed more. How did I lose that? He's the pro boxer, bro. He's the pro boxer.
One thing you can take away from this is that you did yourself proud, my friend, and you will get the rematch and you'll win the rematch.
Do you want that rematch?
Bro, I fucking hate losing, man.
We've all been there, my friend. It's all part
Ariel
of it.
Helwani, you were ringside as well. You were commentating on the fight. You said ultimately, even though Tommy Fury won it, it was a loss because he said he was going to knock out. Control it, KSI, come on.
He's obviously very upset, and I understand why he's very upset. KSI shocked a lot of people. I think he was a plus 300 underdog going into this fight. And so no one thought that he'd be able to hang with the boxer Tommy Fury. That wasn't Tommy Fury that we saw back in Riyadh. And I think, look, we have to take Tommy Fury's word at face value. What did he say to us before the fight? A decision is a loss for me. And so this is, to me, a moral victory for that man, even though he's very upset. I think KSI has a reason to be upset, especially with the point deduction. And if I could just say, I think the referee did a very poor job. I think he should have broke them up a lot more.
He should have. Idris, look, again, you know KSI, you're in the camp, you spar KSI. Immediate fall straight after.
Robbery, 100% robbery. The coach just said Tommy Fury only landed 12 punches, all robbery, plus a point deduction as well, hitting KSI at the back of the head. Robbery, man, 100% robbery.
Robbery strong, and the reason I say it's strong because I thought it a point either way. It was close. It was a close fight around either way. You saw what he just did there, Chris. How did he pick himself up from that?
You know, I've been there. You know, you get into a fight, and the decision doesn't go your way. The fight doesn't go how you plan it to go. It's one of them things that can only make you stronger. He's the type of guy, he's going to go back to the drawing board, he's going to rebuild, he's going to get the rematch. I think he did win personally, no bias. I thought he landed more shots, and I think you know, he pushed the pace more and he boxed better. But boxing is boxing, you know, so everybody sees a fight differently. The judges already, isn't it? Exactly, and it's just one of them things. He's going to have to just, it's going to make him. It makes or breaks you, and he's the type of guy it will make him.
How proud should he be? I interviewed John Fury a month ago. He was telling me Tommy Fury put the gloves on at 6. KSI didn't put the gloves on until 4 years ago. How proud should he be that he went toe-to-toe with a guy that's been boxing for a lot longer?
He should be. I don't think he is right now because he's so upset.
Will he when he calms down?
I don't know. He seems like the ultimate competitor. He did better against Tommy Fury than Jake Paul did. Let's call it like we see it, right?
100%.
He did better, and that's been a big part of this for him, right? Do better than Jake Paul. Look, I can live with the draw. I think the draw is fine. I don't know if you consider the point deduction, how you can score this fight for Tommy Fury.
I will say this, not to interrupt you, sorry, I mentioned that the punch stats suggest that KSI threw and landed more. You can see the punch stats on the screen right now. KSI did throw and land more.
I don't think it was 12, though. I think his coach was misinformed. I think he landed, Tommy Fury did more than 12 punches.
Yeah, he did. Again, those stats by CompuBox as well, so they're the leading in the game.
Sure.
Right, they know.
You're meant to win. Isn't like
some judges look at it as, okay, well, who's the guy that's pressing forward? That's an amateur way of looking at things, but obviously KSI, he's on his foot. But it's boxing.
Exactly.
And he's landing more punches. So judges and referees should take that into consideration. Like I said, it's subjective, and he didn't get the decision. I think he'll make him stronger. I think he'll come back.
Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury was an 8-rounder. Should this have been 8 rounds?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen,
right?
Tommy needs to progress at this point. Why did he have to go backwards? I think KSI wanted 8 rounds as well. I'm just really surprised that he didn't employ the same type of tactics that he did in that Jake Paul fight. I'll ask you, Chris, why didn't he use his length more? Why didn't he cut the angles?
Tommy Fury?
Yes. Yeah. Why didn't he use his jab? Why didn't he try to box? What was with all the clinching? Why? I know he tried to probably overpower KSI because he's so much bigger, but why not try to box the man?
I think that comes down to the tactics of KSI. KSI chose to be up on his feet, to be in and out, and to shoot him with that 1-2, land the 1-2, and then grab him.
Yeah.
It was a solid game plan, and it was working. So he just kept on doing it, and it messed up Tommy Fury's his rhythm for sure. And one thing you have to obviously take into consideration is that yes, KSI has only been boxing for 4 years. I was there with him at the beginning. He came down to my gym, you know, he's hitting the spar bar and it's hitting him in the head, and I'm sparring with him. That was the first time he'd ever really been in a boxing gym. Tommy Fury has, you know, been brought up, that's been his life, so he says. So for him to go in there and do 6 competitive rounds with this guy in a fight where a lot of people think he won, it's a huge thing, and he shouldn't be embarrassed or ashamed. You know, there should be a rematch in my opinion.
How exciting is this triangular of fighters? Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, KSI. It's funny because obviously Tommy Fury wants to remove himself from it.
I don't know
why. In the performances
Nah,
against Jake Paul and KSI, he can't remove himself.
No, he can't.
He's those guys.
Well, he also says 2 different things. First, he says he wants to remove himself. Then he says he'll beat them all up again and whatnot. So that's a bit confusing. If I'm being honest,
the classic Fury thing. You say one thing and then you say another.
If I'm being honest, forget the rematch. I don't want to see the rematch. The fight that needs to happen is the Mayweather-Pacquiao of this scene. It has to be Jake Paul versus KSI.
Jake Paul versus KSI.
Enough of this dilly-dallying. You told us that you were going to be different than the traditional boxers, right? You told us that you were going to make the fights that everyone wants to see. That's the fight. I don't care.
That's
Look,
the one.
KSI proved himself tonight. Great. Now let's finally see these two guys settle their beef once and for all. Sell it out Wembley, Tottenham Hotspur. Enough of this other stuff. Let's do it.
Okay. All right,
what are we waiting for?
There you go. We wanted a Champions League final, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. We got it, didn't we? We kind of got it in the end. You know why? Because you always have a bit of controversy.
Yeah, that's right.
Bit of controversy is always good. Ariel Helwani, Idris Virgo, Chris Eubank Jr., thank you very much. The wonderful Olivia Bazagla. It's just Olivia, get in as well.
Get in the shot.
I wanted to say goodbye as well. Come in, Olivia. There's the whole team. There's the whole team. It's been a crazy night here at Manchester. So much drama everywhere. Everywhere. And drama to end as well. That's what Misfits is all about. This Prime card has delivered and then some. We'll see you all again on the next one. Make sure you stay locked into the zone because there is so much more for you.
X Series on DAZN, sponsored by William Hill.
Yeah. Yeah, you remind me of butterfly dolls. Waist tight with a body like gold. Hit you with the Dougie Fresh pose.
She a freak, she a dancer. She gon' pop it on camera. Throw it back if you nasty.
Oh! Go ahead, break it down real low. Go ahead, break it down real low.
Google Pixel 8.
Red light, green light, go.
Bored of the same old content? Fansly is an open-minded adult content platform where you can find whatever you want. You don't know what you're into? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Thanks to our Fansly for You feature, dedicated to discovering new adult content and creators. You may even find a few familiar faces with our Twitch integration. Plus, check out more from tonight's Fansly ring card models over at fansly.com/primecard.
Ring, ring, pussy, it's your mommy on the phone. Looking for the police.
I pay for the Fruitellas on the way down.
Fruitella's a bad man sweet, you get me?
It's Rico and Kane. Bang, bang, everywhere, gang.
Click, clack.
Oi, what you not saying? That's nasty.
I'm going to need some more of your product.
You are not sick. Hello. Your hands off my bread.
This ain't 12 years a slave, cuzzy. This is some motherhood.
Do you not see what man is holding, fam?
Allow it, waste man.
Watch it on DAZN, bet on DAZN Bet. Link accounts to unlock a £30 free bet. Get more offers and money towards your DAZN subscription. Join DAZN Bet and link your DAZN account.
Think you don't like this tasty looking Pepsi Max? Your prob's wrong. Just saying, if 70% of the UK prefers the taste of Pepsi Max, you, probs, prefer Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max, thirsty for more.
Y'all ready for something new? Just eat.
burgers and fries. They got more flavors than you tasted or you heard in your life. Yummy. And it ain't only restaurants anymore. We can go bananas at the grocery store. I'm a bad girl, but my takeout better. What you need, dude? I could cop a taco platter. And my sushi train is on loop. When you're this slick, what you gon' do? Did somebody say just eat?
Who you got to work with when your eyes are closed in the forest? Who you got in your pocket? Superb! And on a cold and wet Tuesday night, who you got?
William Hill, it's who you play with.
X Series on DAZN, sponsored by William Hill.